The president's insult parade is crowded tonight, attacking anyone who dares to speak out against him or his policies. Here's some of the names that he's targeted in just the last 48 to 72 hours. Tom Tillis, Tom Massey, Japan, Canada, Jerome Powell, Harvard, former DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. And then, of course, we cannot forget Elon Musk, who's been lashing out at Trump's bill.
I don't know. I think we'll have to take a look. We might have to put Doge on Elon. You know what Doge is? Doge is the monster that might have to go back and eat Elon. Wouldn't that be terrible?
And this is all coming from a president who prides himself on doing this.
Banned all government censorship and restored free speech in America. We stopped all government censorship and brought back free speech in America. It's back. When we brought back free speech to America.
No criticism, Elon, or we'll take your government subsidies away.
Well, he's never been known, the president, to shy away from debating someone who's publicly taking him on. So I'm not surprised to see him jousting with Elon. I still consider them both to be important. I think the dividing line in politics right now for me is who's trying to preserve Western civilization and who's not. And I still think Trump and Elon are on the same side of that line. I hope someday they get it back together.
Scott, you look very uncomfortable.
I love them both, as you know. I love them both, and I don't like it when they fight. I've never liked it when they fight. I don't like it when my friends are fighting.
Mom and dad are fighting.
They're fighting. I don't like it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hide in the garage.
Trump says Elon may get more subsidy than any human being in history by far. And without subsidies, Elon would probably have to close up shop and head back home to South Africa.
I love it. I mean, he called Elon a welfare queen. I mean, that's that. He looked dead in the camera and said, Elon Musk is a welfare queen. And I will take your welfare queen money and send you back to where you came from. I mean, he uses the same slurs against Elon that he uses against everybody. I mean, Donald Trump, if nothing else, is extremely honest and equal opportunity. I actually, though, am taking Elon in this battle because I want to defeat the big... I refuse to be a grown man and call a piece of legislation a big, beautiful anything. This reconciliation bill, I want...
Oh, you're worried about bill... You called it the Inflation Reduction Act, and that was a bunch of crap.
Well, I actually think that's a better name than Big Beautiful.
I mean, it wasn't.
At least it had a goal or objective. I mean, Donald Trump literally has you all on a leash talking about big, beautiful bill. Like, we're adults, and that is how we characterize things with alliteration.
Well,
like
it is big, it is beautiful, and it is a bill.
The name. That is technically what it's called.
You know, in a way, the whole Elon, Donald Trump thing, you know, I could say, give me the popcorn, and I'm just going to sit and watch it all go down. But it's actually not a great thing for the country, right? So you had, at one moment, these two guys in lockstep. Now they're fighting. And I just think that this kind of behavior on the president's part, attacking people, makes Americans uncomfortable, makes them nervous. Who's in charge if they're all fighting with each other? I think we have to remember that how leaders behave affects people's confidence in their government. And when people lose confidence in their government, that's a terrible thing.
Sheelah, do you think Elon's going to actually carry out his threat? I mean, he said he's going to primary every Republican who votes for this bill. He's threatening to put his money behind opposing Trump and Trump's supporters.
It's such a sad commentary on where we've come to in terms of our political economy, that this one individual, he could actually do that on some level. He has the money to potentially interfere in every single congressional election if he wanted. And that doesn't bode well for our democracy. That is not good. And although the whole thing is mesmerizing, it's like staring at a car wreck. I kind of, like Christine, I want the popcorn. But it's very troubling, the fact that this is happening, the fact that they are both trying to wield both their fortunes and, in the president's case, the levers of government to potentially penalize
that
this
is the part. I mean, I think that is the part that perhaps is the most important thing here. You don't have to like Elon Musk to wonder what it says about the government, that Trump is basically saying, hey, I'm in charge. You want a government contract, so what?
Right.
You're speaking out against me, I can take it away.
Well, he is in charge, and if we're going to scrutinize government spending, everything should be on the table. But Musk is also talking about starting a new party, and running Republicans in primaries and standing up a new party are in conflict with one another. He's going to run into ballot access issues all across this country. I think Elon Musk is completely miscalculating the fact that he thinks he has a political constituency beyond Russian bots on Twitter and that people are going to follow him. The only reason he has any political cachet is because he aligned himself with Donald Trump.
That's not true, though.
Well,
your statement is fundamentally
He's
false.
the wealthiest man in the world.
All right.
But the
the
only
richest
reason,
man
that's
in
not,
the
but
world.
the only reason he
And
has,
Republicans
but
stand
can we
with
just
him because
clarify?
he supported
No,
Trump.
that's not true. What you're saying is not a fact. What you're saying is that the fact of the matter is the only reason he has political cachet is because he spent $200 million in an election.
On who?
It's not because he
Trump.
aligned himself. You aligned yourself with Donald Trump. But the fact is, you didn't have $200 million to spend.
How do you know?
Yet.
It is a nice blazer, though,
here's a-
Scott.
All right, we gotta go.
Look, these guys, at the end of the day, Elon's, whatever happens with his political match, his concerns about the fiscal health of the country are not unfounded. Nearly $40 trillion in debt. I mean, somebody does eventually have to pay attention. He's not wrong about that.
Wait. Was it not 30 minutes ago that we were just having that
It wasn't
discussion
even 30, it was 10 minutes. They just added $4 trillion to the deficit, but it
spending
was okay.
doesn't matter? I mean, look. All right.
It does matter, but long-term, his issues are long-term structural issues. It's not going to be solved in a reconciliation bill. It's going to be solved over time in spending bills and appropriations bills and our national priorities. They're not unfounded.
This
concerns, but it's not gonna
reconciliation
get
bill
solved this
does
week.
absolutely nothing to help. I think we
Makes
can
it
all
worse.
It's going to
agree on
cause
that.
economic growth.
Sheelah Kolhatkar, thank you very much for joining us. Up